We have some athletes who are blazing some trails. Kulsum Abdullah is a young woman she's actually an engineer in Atlanta, Georgia, who is very, very petite. If you meet her, you'll be astounded by how slight she is and her body frame. She started doing martial arts, and then while she was doing martial arts, she realized that she needed to gain some strength, so she started bodybuilding and lifting weights in order to get stronger for her martial arts. Well, she became quite good at it and started competing nationally and internationally and winning. When she got to the international level, the judges said, we cannot, because you're covered, your head covering is okay, but your arms and your legs are covered, and we can't see your technique. We can't judge you properly if we can't see your leg and arm extension. So most of us would be stopped there, but not Kulsum. She wrote up a very detailed explanation of exactly how the judges could judge her wearing the material that she was using, presented it to the judges on a PowerPoint presentation, and they said, yes, you're right, and she was allowed to compete. Ifti Haji Muhammad is the first Muslim woman to compete on an international level for a U.S. national team. She's one of the top fencers in the country. We have two women who have been elected to state representative office, Rashida Talib in Michigan and Jamila Nasheed in Missouri, where the state is Show Me. And these are two women at state level who are elected by their constituents in spite of their funny names. If you were up last November at 3 o'clock in the morning and turned on the Home Shopping Network, you would have seen Najma Jamaluddin selling something that she invented. It's called a basket mate. It is an invention that goes over your laundry basket, and you can carry several loads of laundry with one hand. Things don't fall out. And this is a patent invention that she has sold out of, actually, a Home Shopping Network. But also, she is now in negotiations to sell it in Target and Bed Bath & Beyond and these other stores. The story that's interesting about Najma is that she was in partnership with her father and another male in her family, and when it came time to present this on the Home Shopping Network, they told her, no, I don't think you should do it because you're a Muslim woman, you're covered. We need to hire a model that looks a little bit more like the audience, the television viewing audience. And she said, but this is my invention, I know it, I have the passion for it. And they said, yeah, but demographics, let's go with the demographics. So they actually did hire a blonde model who tried to sell it, and it actually turned out to be the lowest selling event ever. Najma was not discouraged. She convinced the executives to let her have another try, and that she herself would sell the product, and she did, and they sold out. And just to show you the passion, the power, and the expression of fulfillment, I think that, like I said, my premise is that Muslim women in America are very empowered and very accomplished. Shaz Kaiserdine is another attorney. She is a human rights attorney in Chicago. She is right now sponsoring a contest for the All-American hijab. She believes that there is a certain flavor of hijab that is uniquely American, and I have to say here that we are, as Muslim Americans, creating a distinct Muslim American culture that is completely separate from other cultures in the Muslim majority world. It is one that is marked by inclusivity, one that's marked by diversity, one that's marked by respect for women and people of other faiths. And this is Shaz there. And so what we look to the future and we say that there will be a time when there is no incongruence between the hijab and the Harley. And we see them both as American, and the Muslim American woman, especially the one who is very visible and empowered, realizing the difference between culture and religion, is the one who is at the forefront of this. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.